Hi everyone, how are we all doing? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me for my video today. So today's video is going to be my monthly cash stuffing for the month. So it's my pay for September cash stuffing for the month of October. So I've got £630 in cash and I've got £400 in placeholders to stuff as well. So I got paid a couple of days ago, so I've just went through my budget and because I'm putting quite a lot to trips and stuff for trips coming up, I'm just doing some in placeholders and I didn't have time to get all the cash out of the bank, so I've just done a condensing and yeah, just working with what we've got. So we've got 630 in cash, 400 in placeholders. So first of all, I'm going to go to my my sinking funds. Home Bits isn't getting anything. It's got £100 in there, so we're not topping that up today. Can we see everything okay? Yeah, so we're not putting anything in that today. Me, as always, I'm getting £40 for the month. So this is for anything like if I want to get a beauty treatment, if I want to treat myself to something, if I need new makeup, beauty products, things that aren't just sort of like the norm. That I'll come out with that. So I'm actually going to update this because we had 0, so we're adding 40. There we go. Clothing isn't getting anything just now. Fun money, I've actually got a couple of things on this month, so fun money is actually getting 200 again, which, you know, I'm getting a bit frustrated with how much I'm spending on fun, but I'm also having fun. So it's a bit of a difficult one. It's just sort of like social events that it's just been non-stop, but yeah, when you use cash for things or you use a budget for things, you then start to realise how much money you're actually spending, and it just feels a bit crazy. So we're putting £200 in here. I'm doing £100 digitally just because of what I've got in cash, and then I'm going to split it up. So I'm going to do £20 in 5, and then 30, 40, 60, 80, 1. So let's count this up. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 and 200. So yes, I would like to really cut this back, but at the minute I don't want to be unrealistic because I've spoke about it before. I've been unrealistic with it and I've ended up having to spend from my savings, which I'm really trying not to do. So yes, being realistic and putting £200 in there for the month. Gifting has got £20, but we're adding another 5 just to keep that topped up. So that's 25 in there. Health and well-being is quite healthy. It's got 30, but again we're going to add 5, so we've got 35 in there. Hobbies isn't getting anything. Events is getting £10. So we'll add that on there. Plus 10 is 10. We're skipping my mum's 60th at the minute. That's not till next November. Rainy day / effort fund is getting 10. So we can cross off another raindrop. So rainy day / effort fund has got 150, 60, 70, 80, £180. This is just a wee slow burner, this one, just to build up something. Car is getting, what's car getting? Car's getting £50, but I'm doing it digitally, so we're adding in £50, so we've now got 130. My MOT is due at the beginning of the year, so I just want to make sure that that's got money in it, basically. So that's it for my sinking funds. I hope we're still recording. Here we are. My battery, not my battery, my memory on my phone just is not great because I've got too many pictures. Right, where are we going next? We are going to high priority. We fully funded the ball, which is at the end of October. Trips is getting a good chunk. So Trips is getting £250 digitally. So let's add that in. So Trips now has 200, 300, 400, 500 and £55. 550, so I said 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, £555 in there. So let's add that. It is 5, so we're adding 500. No, we're not adding 500. Oh my god, what we're doing. We're adding 250. So there's actually £47 in Monzo, not the whole 50. So that gives us £552, which is great. That'll basically pay for my Vienna trip. And then, yeah, we just need spending money. Yeah, so we've got a lot of saving to do for that, but we will get there. So 250 went in there. Dentist is getting 10, which is another tooth coloured in. We're just slowly plugging away with dentist. I'm not entirely sure what the plan is with it yet. Just because I'm sort of waiting on some other things happening. So we've got 500 in Monzo and 10, so we've got £510 now. I think there's actually some odd money, like pounds in there as well, just from interest that grows. Emergency fund is getting £20, so we'll add that in and we'll do 2 locks. That's 1 and 2. So we now have got 500, 600, 700, 20, 40, 50. Is that right? 500, 600, 650, 700 and 50. I don't know if that's right. Hang on, let me see. I just done a count up. So emergency fund 7. Yeah, that's right. So why is that showing more? Oh, that's what it was. I took out and I just keep colouring that in. I need to remember and not colour that in. Right. Got it. So yeah, that is right. So there is, so we've added in 20, so that's 750. But I did take £20 out and didn't mark it off. So I'll need to remember that for next time. Right, home maintenance is getting £10. So we now have 550, 60, 70. 570 in home maintenance. Plus 10 is 570. And then finally in high priority, we're doing Christmas, which is getting £25, but I'm going to move over £10 digitally and put in 15. So, that is not going to work. Okay, right, hang on. Let me cross this off so I don't forget it. So we're doing 25, so let's just do this little flipper here. Oh, pain on myself. Right, okay, let me see. So when I do my count up, I've got written down that I have got £439 in Christmas. That's including what's in Monzo. And what's in Monzo gains interest. So I thought if I transfer £10 into Monzo, then that gives me 450, which it will. Right, 10, 20, 30, 40, and then Monzo 50. So I think I'm just going to do a bit of paper saying plus £10 in Monzo. Yeah, I'll do that. So when I do my next condensing, we could put a 50 in there. Perfect. So £449 in total in Christmas. Gosh, that was confusing. Right. Which is fine. I don't know, I might save £500 or £600 for Christmas. I'm not fully sure yet. Right, so that is it for those. Next, let's go to my purse and my weekly cash. So it's a 5-week month for me. So we've got £20 each week for spending. I kind of want to do it in 10, 20. No, that's not going to work. Right. Hang on. Right, first of all, I'm going to go to my purse and I'm going to do my fuel, which is getting 70. So 20, 40, 50, 60, 70. Whoops. Let me just count that up. 20, 40, 50, 60, 70. Right, so there's my £70 for fuel. I'm also adding £15 into Home Essentials. So I think there's 35 in here. So I'm adding in 15. So that's now got 50. 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Which is good because I need to go and top up my washing stuff. Right. So the rest of the cash should be for food and spending. So we should have 300. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 2, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 5, 100, and 20. Oh yeah. That's it. I know what I'm doing. Right. Ignore me. I missed out my birthday binder. Putting £20 in here to start my mum's birthday off, which I'm saving £40 for, and that's in November. Right, back to it. So we should have the £300 here. So I'm doing 10, 20 for spending, 10, 20 for spending, 10, 20 for spending, 10, 20, 10, 20. So that's my spending money. Then food will get 40 a week. 10, 20, 40, 20, 40 and 40. Right. So we've got £40 for food, 20 for spending, £40 for food, 20 for spending, 40 for food, 20 for spending, 40 for food, 20 for spending, 40 for food, 20 for spending for 5 weeks. Perfect. Right, let's get this into the envelopes. So that's week 1. Week 2. Week 3. Week 4. And week 5. I honestly feel like I've been sitting at this table for ages because I went through my bank card and my credit card to see what I needed to put back to the bank. I then done my October budget. I done my count up so that I could cross-reference with my October budget. I done my condensing so that I could get cash for this, and then now I'm doing this. So yeah, I feel like we've been sat here for ages. But that's all my 5 weeks topped up with my 20 spending, 40 for food. and all my money is gone. So that is it for this month's cash stuffing. I am going to need to sit and like figure out for next month's budget, because dropping bits of paper, I have got my trips coming up, and I've said before that I want to cash flow them as much as possible without taking from my savings, because I'm really trying to keep my savings safe at the minute. So I've paid my trip for Milan, which I think I took that from, I took that from my savings, but I want to save the spending money in cash, like from my own money. And also Vienna in December. So I've got the money to put back to my credit card for the trip, but I need to save for the spending money. Copenhagen is dealt with. Oh no, wait. So £200 out of what I've got in trips is for Copenhagen. So I don't have the full amount to pay back Vienna yet. I've also got Glasgow in November. And yeah, so how much is that I need to save? So what did I say I've got in trips? Sorry. Bear with. So trips, when I done my count up, had 302. I added 250. So £552 in trips. I've paid for Vienna, so that's paid. And then my spending money there. So Copenhagen is complete. So £352. Milan's paid, but I need spending money, and Vienna. Okay, so 533. So I need to save £181, and then I'll be able to pay my credit card back for Vienna. So we need 181. I don't know if I actually need £500 for both of these. I'm not entirely sure. So I'm going to Milan. I will need to eat, drink, and pay for transport for the 16th, 17th, 18th, and 19th. So that's four days. Which I feel like 500 is probably going to be realistic. Let me know what you think. I have been to Vienna before. I can't remember how much I spent. I was only there a couple of days. It's just me going on my own. I have a very small appetite, so I won't be eating meals every night, and I'm probably not really going to be drinking because I'm going to be on my own. So yeah, let me know what you think I will need for Vienna. I won't be eating 3 full meals a day. I'll probably be coffees and snacks here and there, sandwich, maybe going out for like a starter or a meal that I'll probably take the rest home with me. So yeah, let me know what you think for Vienna. Not Vienna, sorry, Milan. And then Vienna, I think I will need at least the 500. So we are there on the 30th, the 31st, the 1st, and the 2nd. I think we get back later in the day on the 2nd. So that's across New Year. So I will be eating and drinking because I'm going with my friends. So I'll be eating and drinking. So I think I definitely am going to need the 500 for that. So yeah. So we need 181 to finish paying for Vienna. Let's say we need the 500 for Milan, the 500 for Vienna. And then I've also got this trip to Glasgow, which is 69 for the hotel and 150. Oh my goodness. So that's £1,400 that I need, like, very soon. I don't think that's going to be doable without touching my savings. But, I mean, it could be a wee challenge. Let's just write it there. Yeah. Let me know what you think about Milan. If I'll need 500, it's probably safer to go with 500 rather than have to touch my savings, if I can, obviously. So yeah, when I booked these trips, I did book them with using my savings in mind, for the trip especially. So, I mean, I could potentially pay for Vienna out of my savings, because that was the original plan, and then I'd only need to save £867. But yeah, I'll have a think on it. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you would do, please. But that's me for today. I will leave that there. I'll be back in a few days' time to do my, or should I say, yeah, a few days. What's that? Is this Thursday? Yeah, this is Thursday. So probably be back tomorrow or Saturday to do my weekly check-in. And just like a little update. There won't be much to update because I've actually updated in here, but I actually have just had a thought. If I can finish my penny saving challenge ASAP, if I could batter on through this, I won't have the full 600 and whatever, but there will be, I don't know, I would say at least £400 in here. If I can complete this, then that'll be a massive help to this. Now there's a thought. I'm just thinking out loud right here. But I'm gonna count, maybe not count this up. Should I count this up? Yeah. I'm gonna count this up and see what I still need. And I will update you in my weekly check-in with what I still have to save for this. And then we could get on with this to put to this. There's a thought. I'm going to leave it on that thought, and I will be back with my check-in. But I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, because it really helps my channel, helps other people find my videos. And if you haven't already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. I'm so close to my first target of 500 subscribers, which I would like to hit by the end of the year if I can. So if you've not already subscribed, please consider subscribing. And drop a comment below, let me know what you're thinking about this whole savings trips scenario, and I will be back very soon. Take care, bye!